back, everyone. My name's Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Sunless Skies. Where we left off last time, we're at Gervais's Rest. A traveling circus has settled here, too afraid to go further and too afraid to turn back. Its clanking, gaudy locomotive scavenges such audiences as it can from nearby homesteads and delivers them for an evening of shabby, desperate, big-top magic. Let's check Mr. Menagerie. We can buy scouts. We might as well purchase a better scout because, dear God, we have the worst scout imaginable. Now, we unfortunately don't have any intrepid... Oh wait, we don't have any searing enigmas, unfortunately. We also don't have a moment of inspiration, so we can't get a retronaut, which is amazingly cool sounding. I don't think we have 75 mirrors either, so... We're gonna have to grab the Star Smitten Bat. Good range, returns after one discovery, and conveys little information. We can also listen to a story of things past. I really wish we could have the cabbie. It's a little bit better. Provides more information. Do we want a Star Smitten one? It has good range, which is nice. It only requires a Vision of Heavens and a Savage Secrets, but it's 2 of each. Maybe we'll just wait. Let's listen to a story of tales past. For now. We need to get a Savage Secret for this. Sorry, we'll get you next time. Goodbye, Mr. Menagerie. Let's go to the inconceivable circus. The greatest show. That's what the adverts promise. The reality is not impressive. Aside from the big top that dominates the circus, the place is shabby, poorly maintained, and even more poorly attended. Bored-looking circus folk man rotting booths, and the clowns painted on smiles are no match for the deep-set misery behind the grease paint. Even the Calliope music, playing on a run-down piano, is more grimly resolute than cheery. First of all, port report. This doesn't seem a location of tactical importance. Even so, there may be interest in who attends. Let's try and sneak behind the tents. Guests are not allowed back there. That makes it more interesting. We're caught in the act. A pair of clowns whose painted-on smiles do not match their actual scowls spot you almost immediately. There's nothing funny about the heavy sticks they carry. You are less than politely escorted back to the big top. Perhaps if you were better known about around here, they'd be less concerned. Okay. We can recruit crew from the circus, but we don't really have much of a chance of that, and we don't care too much. Let's purchase tickets to the surface. A bored urchin in a dusty top hat waits to take your money. We have 5 tickets, and we lost 10 sovereigns. The urchin hands over your tickets with no apparent enthusiasm. Thanks, he mutters. Let's go into the... big top, I guess? The pride of the circus. Whatever that counts for here. No one in the meager audience displays any enthusiasm, not even when the ringmaster thunders in on a horse-drawn Calliope. Calliope? Something like that. Then come the acts themselves. Oh dear. The humiliated magician's trapdoors fail to open, leaving his glamorous assistant notably unvanished. The bereaved acrobat swings from a single trapeze, the other hangs lonely and unused. The pensive clown fire-juggling act ends in disaster, and not the humorous kind. The less said about the lion tamer, the better. He should recover. We got a sky story. Let's visit the amusements now. You spend some time watching the sideshow attractions. The amazing invisible flea circus is immediately disappointing. The circus's strong woman, on the other hand, is arguably too good for the place, effortlessly raising all manner of heavy things over her head. The problem is she makes it look so easy that the audience just shrugs. It seems the only thing that she cannot lift is the mood. Let's go back to the ticket booth. Back in blank, it says, followed by an indecipherable scribble. How useful. Alright, well, we are not well known around here, so we need to leave, I guess. What's at the bazaar? Munitions. Do we need munitions for anything? We don't have a munition quest. We do have a bronzewood quest, though. And we can buy bronzewood here. How much do we sell it for? And Port Avon is quite a ways. Well, it's actually not that far away. We might as well just buy it here and... You know what? We'll buy 3. It's not that expensive. I'm sure we'll make more money than we will. They don't have any fuel here? Wow. That is seriously messed up. Okay, well, let's just continue on our way then, I suppose. Guess we're leaving. We're going to Port Avon. Where are we? We're not that far from Port Avon. We'll get some fuel there as well. We should turn. Is that our only port report? I thought we had more now. Oh no, we have lots of port reports. We need to go to Port Avon. I don't think we have one for there yet. So we have Magdalens, we have Leadbeaters, we have Titania, we have the Circus, which is apparently a very that's a giant obelisk. That looks like it's more important. We should probably go to the circus more often and see what that giant obelisk of runes is. Oh, there's a marauder. Let's kill it. Hi, marauder. We're getting pretty good at killing marauders. They're fairly easy to do. They just fire in one arc, and it's just, you just kill them. Ooh, another Vision of Heavens. I think we can sell those somewhere. Maybe it's Port Prosper? I remember there's a place where you can trade in Vision of Heavens for sovereigns. Maybe that's Magdalene's. We're lagging. Weird. We're going to be heading up to Trader's Wood in this video. I want to do some more of the excursions into the woods there. We did lose some stats, which was unfortunate the last time we were there. We lost 4 stats, 1 of each. It was not very cool. I was a little bit displeased about that turn of events, but whatever. Can't really do much about it. That is the way of this universe. Sometimes good things happen, and sometimes good things do not happen. Almost there. I still love the music in this game, and I'm really excited to see what the Blue Kingdom music is like. I bet you it's gonna be like haunting and ethereal, because it's where the dead live. Uh-oh. I may have bumped into the dock. No damage, though. Alright, first of all. Shops, bazaar, oh, it was definitely worthwhile. Okay, good. I was worried. We got we have 7 supplies. We definitely have the supplies to go on a bigger excursion now. We're also gonna grab some fuel, like 3, for our excursion. What are they selling? Seeds. They're always selling seeds here. Let's go to the village, not Village Green, the Nowhere Inn. Oh, we can't go back upstairs. Apparently we are part of the upstairs, but not part of the upstairs. I guess that's pretty well it. Let's grab a port report and we'll get out of here. We are the Village Green. Oh, Mr. Menagerie is here. We don't need to visit Mr. Menagerie. Let's leave him here. At least we know where he is now. Do I have a port report for here already? Because I'm not being... Maybe it's here. There we go. Port reports. Alright, we're out of here. We're not sharing our tea, we need the tea. We need one more tea. Alright, we're headed up to Trader's Wood now. I really want to find one more tea. Then we can finish that one stupid prospect at Port Avon. Or not Port Avon, that's where we are currently, Port Prosper. That's the one. It's a firework! Announcing us wherever we go. Eventually we'll get a new ship. We're very close actually, we are really, really close in terms of money to our Moloch class liner, cruiser, sweet brass ship. I think it's tied for the best ship in the game with the special ship you can get from one specific area. I don't remember where it is, but I remember reading about it. And they're both really, really good. But the Moloch class liner beats out the Dreadnought basically hands down. And we're gonna get one. It's gonna be wonderful. We're almost at the Trader's Wood. What else are we looking for, by the way? So we finished? Oh, we just need that tea. Damn, we still need that tea. We have no other prospects at the moment, though. That's not great. It means we should probably go back to New Winchester and pick up some prospects. And then eventually we're going to Albion. Once we get our Moloch, we'll head over there. And also we're mostly done here. We should go back to the research station and see what that last research gave us after we finish up here in Trader's Wood. Because I am almost certain it's going to be very cool. And might get us a new trading opportunity. It seems every time we complete a research grouping, quest tree, whatever you want to call it, we get the ability to take some of that research to Port Prosper as part of a trade sort of thing. It's like 500 sovereigns a trip, which is fairly reasonable amounts of money. Alright, here we go. We're going to expeditions into the deep wood. We are going to, I guess, not take a large expedition because we only have a small amount of crew. And we're on our way. Where are we going? We're going to the Barrows of Silence. The scholars have provided the location the wood whispers its name to you. Whoever lies in the regent's grave may have been connected to this place. Everything else is just not story related. Your crew are reluctant but obey your command. They haul on their packs and make ready for another incursion. The scholars watch you leave, their expressions solemn. It's not long before you're surrounded by trees, the canopy plunging you into gloom. There's a storm coming. We have a 100% chance with our irons. Brandy is passed about in little flasks until you have to remind people not to get rotten drunk in the middle of a thunderstorm. The going is quieter after that, but swifter. Eventually the storm passes. We're fighting the beasts. We failed to fight the beasts this time, which means we probably lost a crew. Beasts sleep from the shadows. Your guns barely slow them. In the dark, you can only see snatches of the creatures ripping into your crew. It's probably for the best. Claws like meat hooks, splintered teeth like rocks off a shore. Their howls of discordance are equaled by the screams of your crew. You're forced into retreat. You're falling, acting as meaty distraction from your flight. Ooh, this is grim. It's 50-50 basically. We failed again. Cross blistering bog. We've lost another crew member. The ground gives way to a bog, grey and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily. The march reads, Cicerate, growing in volume as you approach. There is English amidst the polyphony, names, yours and those of your crew. We have strength on our sides, but a rope, strong arms, and some focus should be enough to cross safely. Unfortunately, your stoker has a propensity to let her mind wander. She's only halfway across when she plunges into the bog, calling out to someone. What was she responding to? You cannot reach her before she's pulled on under. You press on. Well, we made it. We lost 2 crew. Hey, we gained a crew. The barrows smell of leaf, mold, and decay. Some are so old they've sunken and are barely distinguishable from the rest of the grass-covered ground. Your crew shiver as you walk past the mounds into the blasted circle at their center. A wind whoops past you, blowing up dust. A bird overhead calls out. Its cry is cut short. A deep depression sits at the center of the circle, surrounded by smoldering sigils of the correspondence. The sigils, scored into the barrow's earth, smolder. The incandescent language is searing. A command burns into your marrow. Here you will be silent. Let's gag our crew. Faces with mouths stuffed with cloth look to you for instruction. I'm gonna gag myself. You tear a strip of cloth from your sleeve and force it into your mouth till your jaw aches. Into the circle we go. Wind gusts across the graves, setting stones rolling from the barrows. Your crew huddle close as you advance into the center of the circle. Below your feet, correspondence sigils flare like dying fireflies. Even now, the letters of heaven sear the air. The entrances to the barrows have been filled with piles of rocks. They are stoppered with slate and shale. Beneath your feet, the correspondence is incandescent. We've raised you up, and so shall we cast you down. I'm going to approach the hole at the center of the barrow circle. Our power is shared, our gift given, our law defied. The hole is partially clogged with ash, but you can see a gleam at the bottom. Something gold glistens down there. The sigils around the lip of the hole burn comprehension into you. The privilege of stewardship abused. Fury and pain and betrayal racks your ligaments. Your hands shake as you pluck the golden seal from its dim tomb. The entrances to the barrows have been filled with piles of rock. They are stoppered. Okay. We have the last seal. Let's be gone from this quiet place. Away, away. Your crew are glad to be away and hurry after you. Away from the looming silence of the barrows, you have the 3rd seal for the gate. The scholars in their camp will know what to do next. Let's consult the scholars on opening the gate. You have the 3 seals to open the regent's gate. The scholars will be able to lend their expertise. The scholars are waiting eagerly for your return, although they affect otherwise. The Vituperative classicus arrive first as well. The other story behind her, their expressions, repetitions of her question. You explain all you can. A servant thrown down, the theologian concludes, for dreadful overreach. It is not my king in the barrow, then, says the paleographer mournfully. Only a retainer. We don't know that, the classicus replies, though it's a reasonable supposition. She turns to you. Take me with you. Let's open this wretched grave. Let's take the Let's take the classicus. I'm not going to say that word. I have such a hard time with that word. Vituperative. Ugh. We gain some sovereigns, we gain some experience, and we need to go to the Regent's grave. We are unfortunately very low on crew, and we are leaving to go back to New Winchester to get more crew. But we're going to go port report. From somewhere. We can get hours here, or just supplies or bronze wood, but we don't need any of those, we just need a port report. Let's go back to town, get some more crew. We are out of crew, basically. We may have lost 4 crew in those woods this time. It wasn't exactly the best journey we've ever undertaken. Let's go buy some more people. I wish there was a fast travel, although it wouldn't make sense in this particular game to have a fast travel, because there are all sorts of threats in the skies. But sometimes just traveling endlessly from, like, for example, Trader's Wood all the way to New Winchester takes a little while. It's not even our final destination. We're going all the way to Leadbeaters. Although we might run into something that gives us tea, which would be nice. Although it's not looking likely at the moment. There is a teensy tiny dog walking outside my window. It looks like a mixture of a terrier and a Pomeranian, but it's even smaller than you would anticipate. It kind of looks like an oversized rat, but is strangely adorable. I got distracted during my flight through the endless skies. It's not to say the backgrounds aren't very pleasing. Oh, hang on, we got a cantankerous to kill. Turn, boom. Uh-oh. My guns aren't going. There we go. Precious stones, last complaint. Let's get some more experience. 50 experience. 1 shot, 1 kill. Also, there's a homestead here. We could... Yeah, we don't need to go there. We don't have a whole lot of terror to deal with at the moment, so not a whole lot of point. Issue extra rations. Skeleton crews require more food, apparently. But we have to keep them happy, because otherwise my ship will crash, or somebody will die, or there'll be like a mutiny or something. We'll buy more crew when we get to New Winchester to be fine. I think days have passed. Several days, probably. We've been to the circus, we've been to the Trader's Wood, we journeyed through the Trader's Wood. It's the 15th of April now. I actually have no idea when we were last in New Winchester. But that's fine. If there's no crew here, we might be in trouble, but we'll deal with that problem when we arrive at it. There's a dreadnought. Maybe they'll give us some crew. Hey, dreadnought, can we have like 2 to 3 people, please? There's no response. Except for a weird, chaotic maneuver, and then them flying away. Alright, so first of all, reports. Bloop. 600 sovereigns. We are at $14,000. $14,000 dues. We'll see if we can get some more prospects while we're here. And some crew. 3 out of 8 crew is definitely not enough crew. Although we're 2,000 gold, sovereigns, whatever you want to call them, short for our Moloch class liner. We're very close now. We'll have ourselves a top-of-the-line locomotive. One of them good ships. Alright, crew. I need more crew. Hire on crew. We can't hire crew because it hasn't been enough days. How many days has it been? I don't even know how many days it's been. It's not the best situation in the world. But, oh well, we'll just deal with it as it comes. Let's check for prospects. Explosives for Lustrum. Wait, Port Avon wants seeds? They have seeds. I guess we could just go there and do that really quickly. We need crew really badly. Do I want to take the explosives for Lustrum? Not really. Plus, we don't want to piss off the Windward Company. Okay, we're gonna just quickly run up to Port Avon, turn this in. In fact, I'm gonna just do a jump cut while I do this. Because we're gonna go there, buy seeds there from their own bazaar, and then just jam them back. Wait, they have hours now, don't they? Nah, we'll see. I'll be back momentarily once we're there. I'm just gonna do... Yeah, I'm gonna do a jump cut from here. And we're gonna just end up at Leadbeater's. Unless there's something super exciting that happens between Port Avon and Leadbeater's, we're just gonna do the whole circuit. And hopefully I'm gonna pick up some crew on the way. Hopefully a couple days will pass as we fly. So, see you guys in a second. So we're back. I did a little bit of adventuring while we were gone. We still don't have any crew, but that's more because I just realized if we sell all of the junk we have accumulated in our bank, maybe with the exception of a couple of unseasoned hours, we can definitely buy our ship. We're now at 17,306. We're keeping one caddy of dry tea because we still need to turn in that quest somewhere. And we are going to go to the engine yard and we can finally purchase our new ship. We're going to call this the... Oh, I should have thought of this name beforehand. You know, it kind of looks sort of Warhammer ship-like, in that it's got a lot of brass and it's sort of a gothic-looking ship. Let's call it a... Oberon? Class ship? No, Apocalypse. There we go. That is our new ship. We now have an Apocalypse ship. We have just the best ship we can possibly get. We can even go back to our first ship if we really wanted to. For 19th, we get almost 20,000 sovereigns back for it, which is kind of amazing. Okay, now that we're here and we have a ship, we're going to recruit many crew because we need them desperately. We also only have 1,200 sovereigns left, which actually isn't that bad in terms of money. But we have 15 crew slots. We have 25 cargo slots. We need to go to our hold. Oh, all of our stuff transported over, which is nice of it to do that. Although we only have one gun. Oh no, we do have two guns. I thought we only had one gun slot on the ship. Oh, I guess see, large armament slots can be for either small or large guns. Okay, cool, good enough then. Do we want to buy any more equipment before we head out, though? We are going to need to buy more fuel, probably. I have a feeling the ship is going to take more fuel to fly around. But look at that cargo capability. So good. Alright, well, let's quickly go to the market, buy some fuel. 2 fuel, and we will also go to the engineering place, because now our focus is going to be on buying better gear for our ships. We have 3 bridge slots. What even goes in a bridge slot? Sensible plumbing. We can get more crew quarters. I'm willing to bet that there's other things that can go in the bridge slot than what's here, especially if we go to places like London and stuff like that. So maybe we'll just wait on our equipment getting for now. We have 25 though, and a bunch of supply. We have 8 crew, which is actually not enough crew to crew this ship, but it'll be fine. It is a very... oh my god, it accelerates quite quickly. Maybe about the same speed as our first ship? It's hard to tell. It's a very sleek looking ship, I'll definitely say that. And our guns are right next to each other, like the profile of the ship is very narrow. The forward profile of the ship. The side profile of the ship, though, it is very long, so we can be broadsided easily. It is quite a beautiful ship, though, I will say. Its heat distribution is no different though. Definitely doesn't have any better coolers than our previous ships, so if we shoot a couple Marauder Mangonels, we are going to overheat. We can shoot more of these. Probably about 4 before we hit the overheat button. We'll try again. We'll do some testing. Also, our hull is 100 now, which is much better. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We get 4 shotgun blasts before we are out of heat. Then we have to cool off. And I think 3 Mangonel shots, but we'll check once we hit 0. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Alright, so 3 shots until we overheat with that. Perfect. Now we know for sure. We have tested our new ship's capabilities. They are the same in terms of coolant as our previous ships. But now we have this gorgeous piece of machinery. We can have up to 15 crew, which means we need more crew. We're probably going to go to Lustrum actually and pick up our old crew. That'll put us up to 13. They might as well return to the fold. We're going to be leaving this sector somewhat soon, I think. I mean, we have a few sorry things to figure out here still, like Trader Wood. We need more crew to do Trader's Wood because obviously we don't want to run out of crew halfway through. Wait, stop. Turning back for just 1 second here. Because there was some detritus here. Oh no, it's a ruined ship. The Death's Fool. Let's force open the doors to the hold. What did we get? Is it tea? Your driver hold. Okay, yeah, it's a solid crate. It's munitions. It's straight up just munitions. Not very exciting. There is a. Oh, there's bees. We're also gonna go grab that honey, which means we'll probably have to fight more bees, in all fairness. Oh, they're on the other side. Who cares? We'll just leave them behind. Yeah, they're worth experience, but I feel like getting to lead beaters before we run out of time on this video. See what the researcher has in store for us. See if we have anything to ship to Port Prosper, which is usually what ends up happening once we finish a research type thing. So this is going to be our ship for probably the remainder of the game, unless there's one miraculous mystery ship that I don't know about. This is probably the best ship that we can buy. It sounds kind of nice too. It just sounds so sleek. Anyways, researcher time. First of all, port reports. And the researcher. The phlegmatic researcher sits alone in his cabin. A pie sits on his table, barely touched. He welcomes you, but sounds dejected. Evil befell my colleagues, and my research has been cancelled, he says, and Leadbeater and Stainrod won't tell me why. Tell me more. Leadbeater and Stainrod cut my funding and took away my work. He takes an unhappy nibble of pie. They're shutting down research here. The entirety of the production is turning towards Apollonian cinders, and his colleagues, one sang her voice away, and that didn't stop her. A few have shut themselves away with their research. The researcher shakes his head. There must be something here causing the fatal obsessions. If you tell me to discover it, I'd be grateful. A calculating look flits across his face. I'll need someone to go to the reserve. They're too well armed. You captains carry munitions, right? We gained some permits, 300 experience, and what is the... Okay, what do you need for things still? He needs the wings of a chorister bee. He wants ants, hybris. He wants all these things again? He wants literally everything we got him before again. Oh dear God. Okay, we'll get him the wings of a chorister bee, I guess, or something. Or do we have to get them all? Okay, yeah, we have to get literally everything again. Alright, we'll work on that. Let's discuss the secret initiative. All his comrades took ill and he's attempting to uncover why. He seldom uses his laboratory now. You'll find him in his cabin. Lying in bed, his swollen red leg raised up on a mound of pillows, the phlegmatic researcher flicks through pages and pages of notes. Something in the reserve has driven my comrades to madness. He raises himself up to look at you. You'll need munitions if you want to help. Let me know when you're ready. I'll give you the best map I can. I'm going in with my munitions. We now have a map of the reserve. The researcher passes you a map of the wilderness. It looks like the work of a child. The man who made that was one of our best scouts, he says proudly, but our worst cartographer. He died from climbing too high and the inevitable fall. Please find out what's driven my friends to madness. Well, we follow the trail. The map indicates you should continue straight ahead from the forked road, visiting neither Elber's River nor the Violet Whirl. The abundance forms a labyrinth. The trees on each side grow so close together that it takes all your wits to navigate the undergrowth, but you forge a path through the brush until you emerge at a clearing. There are no other people here. It's just you and the birds and the flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects. Any evils are insidious. Be on your guard. This clearing is filled with powder blue mushrooms. They sway gently in the breeze. All of the roots are guarded by fierce thorns. The only way onwards is straight through. We succeeded with our munitions. A hideous smell permeates the air, one powerful enough to knock a weaker spirited captain down. As you pass a human-shaped fungal lump, it's hard not to consider that may be exactly what has happened. When you finally reach the other side, it takes some time before you recover from the olfactory bombardment. Your map directs you to a cliffside which towers above you. The cliffs are colored like a mixing palette. There is a small cave opening. The map indicates that you should travel through. Also on the map, circled in red, is no light. We're going through again. It's as dark as unconsciousness. Progress requires focus. Hand on the wall, one step at a time. The walk takes some hours to complete, but you make it to the tunnel's end and light. Before you lies the valley. Your trail ends in the heart of the valley. The phlegmatic researcher traced the source of his colleague's illness to here. It's a steep climb down to it. We got a partial success with a 100% chance? Really? It's an awkward climb down into the valley. Your footholds are overgrown with moss and the roots you grab oftentimes give way. Nevertheless, you make progress, eventually come to a small ledge which affords you the opportunity for a rest. It's at this moment that a monstrous bird with iridescent wings and the cry of an ox descends upon you with its talons. Take aim and fire. It's me or the bird. The shot strikes it in the throat. The bird smacks into the cliffside and tumbles into the underbrush below. You travel inward until you come to an area cordoned off with thick rope and small cloth flags. You conceal yourself in the underbrush and observe the masked industrial workers of Leadbeater and Stainrod harvesting flowers with a spiky bloom. You take one for yourself and fight your way back through the reserve with significantly less difficulty than it took to get here. Let's hand over the flower. Tell him what you found in the valley. The researcher digs his fingers into the petals and draws it out. It's coated with yellow pollen. This is what they use for Apollonian cinders, he whispers, sniffing gently. He coughs violently. I feel. Goodness, that's it. The cinders, this is what's driven their passions mad, driven my friends to ruin, and now the company is pushing it onto the Empire. He leans over and grabs a tall stack of papers. He dips his pen in ink and begins writing. I'll see they know the truth. Hope I can call on you. We now have a cryptic benefactor. We got 900 experience, and now we have to distribute anti-cinder propaganda. The researcher has written many pamphlets, and we have to deliver it to Port Prosper. I mean, I'm also going to take Apollonian cinders, because why not? I can deliver both. Make some money. What are they selling at the bazaar today? Bronze wood. It's not particularly useful for us at the moment. We have a bunch of fuel and supplies. We're also way over time, so we're going to end our video here. We got a new ship. We got the research completed. We're now going to go propagandaize and also sell some stuff. So our path in general is going to be Lustrum, Carillon, Palmyr, and Plenty's, Hybris. We haven't been there for a while. And then probably Port Avon, and then up to Trader's Wood. We'll do another excursion here to try and complete some of that storyline stuff, and then we'll probably just go all the way around to Port Prosper, and we will turn in some of this propaganda and trade stuff. I might hit Titania and Magdalene's quickly before going over to it's kind of a tough call. Port Prosper, then Magdalene, Titania, and New Winchester, something like that. We'll do a circuit anyways, and we'll see what kind of story stuff we can get done. But that's going to be the next video. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.